Well, good afternoon, everybody. Everybody has asked me about this thing called the Kids Entrepreneurship Expose, uh, which I think I want to be glad enough to say that the NGWANA Enterprises company has identified an opportunity that works to actually develop our next generation of entrepreneurs and future leaders, which are young people. We have committed over the years to promote business ownership by young people as a means of actually building wealth and opportunity, and also to make sure that early entrepreneurship in our community and in Botswana begins as our seeding point. The One Enterprises vision, um, has long been committed to the education of our youth and recognizes that the small business of tomorrow are actually brought about by the entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial spirit of today's youth. It is our desire to actually expose our youth to entrepreneurship as a career choice. There are increasing demands all over the world on all businesses and non-profits to go what is called as green, as well as to create public and private partnerships and to create social business models. Now, in 2013, we organized what is known as the Schools Entrepreneurship Camp, which fully was funded by one of the government entities. And we promised or pledged out of this entrepreneurship camp, that we will actually provide insight and exposure to the younger generation, of which the age group is 9 years to 14 years. We actually said we would run entrepreneurship, and green business development opportunities for them. We also pledged to plant the seed for innovation and economic development on the part of the young entrepreneurs themselves. We also pledge to actually make sure that we enforce leadership in students who want to have a hands-on experience and exposure on the economic development of their schools, their communities, and their country. And we also pledge to actually give them an opportunity to acquire skills and build vital business skills, and personal networks that will enhance their effectiveness as future business leaders of tomorrow. Now, a lot of people are going to be actually seeing our marketing as we go around talking about the Kids Entrepreneurship Expose, which is a business development program which is unique not only because of its sense that it's multi-ethnic. That means it's bringing together the poor and the rich, but because it actually disproportionately looks at different people who are, some of them are beneficiaries of the poverty eradication program, which the current office of the president is running. But also we aim to actually provide training and capacity building on entrepreneurship to the kids. And we aim to actually make it a high level hands-on experience, which will include access to industry leaders, entrepreneurs in the local community of Francistown and in Botswana, and of course abroad, who will connect through our Google Hangout and live dialogue sessions. Now, the concept of the social business model becomes the core theme behind the expose itself. We will define the social business model. We will go on to make sure that jobs and entrepreneurship opportunities will be discussed and examined. We will have to provide some guided activities into how we can build what is known as individual focus and interest in the area of entrepreneurship. The central focus of our expose or program is embodied in the activities of an actual entrepreneurship, summit or training. But also, one of the outcomes we're looking at is actually having kids receiving mentors and counselors pledging to support their cause. Their cause being all broad spectrum, in the sense that they will be supported throughout the year until next year to actually make sure that their social businesses actually do gain profit and actually do create jobs for the people in the community. This is not anything new. This is something that's already been done all over the world. You can vouch with me, there are kids entrepreneurs out there. Now, in summary, what I just want to say is that the Kids Entrepreneurship Expose is presented by 4 activities, which are financial literacy, technology applications, which is what we're doing here at NGWANA Enterprises, business plan development, innovation pitch competition, and social business model. Now, 3 of these 4 activities are part of our annual program. We actually have a blueprint annual program, for those that don't know, that actually we present normally to industry leaders and to our stakeholders who are students in schools. And we have a volunteer program as well, where people can actually pledge to come into the activity to volunteer their expertise and their contribution. And in closing, one of the bigger questions that I've always been asked is that, well, the goal of the expose or the entrepreneurship activities have always been aligned to creating a culture of entrepreneurship among young kids in the community, therefore fostering entrepreneurship interest, innovation, and social business initiative for self-empowerment. The benefit of it is that we will pledge and commit to building an entrepreneurial ecosystem. We will also influence policy where young children can be given opportunity to actually start up. We will also forge partnerships internationally so that things can actually get implemented. Now, with those few words, I present to you the Kids Entrepreneurship Expose, a first of its kind, an initiative developed here at NGWANA Enterprises, an initiative meant to share our knowledge, an initiative meant to show that young people are organized, they can actually make change, that they are willing to bridge the intergenerational disconnect or tension that is there, in order to make sure that the current education of our children is relevant to that of the 21st century kid. We do this primarily to make sure there is change. I therefore urge you to invite each and every one of your family members who has children between the ages of 9 and 15 to register their kids for this exciting expose, which will go a long way to make sure their life will never be the same. Guaranteed, without question, their life will never be the same. With those few words, I do thank you, and I hope we look forward to seeing you support NGWANA Enterprises in the future, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. We really do appreciate your support, and we thank you very much. God bless you, all of you.